Hi, Daggy from Douglas Tackle World here for the Estuary port for off the Gold Coast for the weekend 29th and 30th of May 2021. This weekend, guys, is going to be a little bit windy, but in the bay, in the Broadwater, it's fishable, okay? Not like offshore boys, they're out. So in the Broadwater and jumping pin area, I'd be chasing flatties 100% because that's what's happening at the moment, plenty of flatted around. When it's windy, you can either get up the back blocks, between the islands, you might be able to cast soft plastics around. My go-to soft plastics by far are the Gulp shrimp. I really like these things here. I run them on like about a sort of quarter ounce if I'm fishing shallow or no current, or a 3/8 and maybe even a half ounce in the coloured jig head style, if you can see those. They're really good. My action is cast out, let it sink, and then I just sort of, if it's not too much current and the fish are a bit finicky, I'll only just lift it maybe that high off the bottom, so just a boom, 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 and then drop it back down straight away. A lot of time you hit on the fall, or when you go to lift it again, that they're on there without you even knowing. They just inhale it without even feeling anything, which is quite often the case. And then just drifting along the edge where the bank drops off, and then laying down on that sort of deeper part of the shallows. That's what I'll be doing. Or the second thing I'll be doing is trolling around. So this weekend we got high tide around midday or 11 o'clock or something like that. I'll be definitely doing some trolling. It's between 10 and 12 I think over the weekend. We're definitely doing some trolling on the edge of the banks or up on the flats on the high tide. So I like trolling lures like this type of thing here. There's a pink Hester. They get down about 2 metres or 2.5 metres. They're quite good. My go-to by far, I really like flow shads. I'm a bit of a freak on these things. They're Jackson lure. They're made in Japan. They are really, really good, if you can see that. They're really good colours as well. And great lure. And the other lure that's new out, which I haven't tried yet, but I've had really good luck on this sort of colour, which is like a deep red colour. This is the new Berkeley Pro Tech. We've got the whole range of these things. Just come in this week. They're really good as well. I would dare think that colour would do really well as well, but there's a range of other colours too. But with the trolling, even if it's blowing 30 knots, you can still troll out of the wind in certain areas, especially on the high tide, to get up amongst those islands on the edge of the mangroves, and the flatheads come right up there and feed on the high tide. Okay. Other than the flathead, whiting around both jumping pin around Goldbank, and around Pandanus Island, which is around the bedroom area, near Tippler's Channel there, and definitely in the Broadwater around the back of Wadebreak, both sides of Wadebreak Island, and heading up the main channel towards the trawlers at Southport, on the edge of the banks there, and down around Crab Island. It's not a bad spot as well. And in the Pimpamar River, we'll be out of the wind as well, and definitely worth dropping a couple of crab pots up there while you're up there as well for muddies. There's still a few muddies around too, folks. And a few sand crabs. Got a couple of sandies last weekend, just in the Broadwater. It wasn't as good as I thought, but there were big tides, so that's perhaps the reason why. A lot of movement around, and they sort of don't like that too much. It's better they bury than come out when it's not too much around the water and feed. The prawns have definitely been on again today, I heard. Last couple of days, they're between sort of, as I know, they're between sort of Rudy Mars, which is near Horizon Shores Marina, and down to Jacobs Well. They seem to be at Jacobs Well on the high tide in the morning, and then up towards Rudy Mars on the run-out tide during the afternoon. I have heard reports of Rattler Bay Channel on the high tide in the morning as well, but I haven't heard much the last couple of days. But when you can find them, they're very thick, and they're only out for about an hour or two, and then they'll bury again. I don't know if they're burying because they're big tides at the moment or what the deal is, but definitely worth a shot. Okay, so get your cast net, head up to around Jacobs Well up to Horizon Shores Marina in that area, have a look around. I'll just pass the Horizon Shores Marina up to Rudy Mars, or go troll for some flatties or dig some yabbies and go chase some whiting. The surf fishing is definitely out this weekend. There's supposedly 5 metre swells coming through over the weekend, so that's fairly big. I would definitely not be fishing the beach, too dangerous and too hard. So give that a miss till it calms down a bit. And otherwise, maybe try for jacks. It's getting a little bit cool though. There's still got some good jacks are caught again this week, believe it or not. So maybe worth a try up the canals, or up the Rang River, or up the Coomera, or Pimpama. Give that a shot as well. Anyhow, until next week, good luck out there over the next couple of days in the Broadwater and at the jumping pin area. Thank you. Dagobert from Dagobert Stackaway. Bye.